Now I'm a little worried about this new Sampha album, and that's not because I don't think he's going to deliver after the 5 years that it's been since Process came out. It's that last time I listened to a Sampha album, fucking in bits on camera. I don't necessarily want that feeling again, but there's nothing I can do about it if it happens. The new album LAHAI came out on Friday. I was away on a side quest in France, but I'm back now, and I'm going to spend my Tuesday morning in the embrace of this amazing and wonderful artist, and I'm hearing wonderful things about this album from you guys, especially on X. So let's dive in. It is uncut on the Patreon. As always, the entire support system for the channel, by the way, link down in the description. Sampha's LAHAI. Let's do it. I'm assuming there's LAHAI, but not LAHAI, by the way. Done not enough research.
Hardwired, forever seeking now. I see you near me, we are so late. Around each other's smiles. I think we found ourselves just for this troubled child.
It was giving me Kid A vibes at the beginning there, and then the piano was like a sped up version of the piano from All My Friends, LCD Sound System, and obviously his voice is always incredible. Straight in, every time that you felt like it was settling into a pattern. I'm only a minute in. It just quickly surprised you. When I go into a Sampha song or a Sampha album, I'm listening out for the voice, but it's actually often the instrumentation and the production that takes you. Yeah, I love that intro. Love the drum and bass infusion as well. Some of it reminded me of kind of Ronnie Size from the 90s, the Bristol drum and bass scene. Heard Spirit 2.0 already, which has a similar vibe if I remember correctly. Haven't heard it for a couple of weeks. So it's going to be interesting to see where this album goes in terms of style. Is it all going to be this similar kind of fast, twitchy instrumentation mixed with his amazing voice? I don't know. Let's keep going.
Lying in reflections. Moonlight hits your skin. Two bodies on this mattress.
I'm going to reload this whole song because it's so good. When I saw that he came back with a new single, I was kind of hoping for something along the lines of No One Knows You, like the piano. But realistically, was I? Because that's such an emotional fucking tidal wave. But listening to this again now, sort of fourth, fifth time probably, it's just so delicately produced and so delicately engineered. When you're dealing with great music and great musicians who take their time to produce music exactly, I mean, he seems like a perfectionist. Just a little open hi-hat. Listen out for it in the beat. There's an open hi-hat which has more energy to it, more catharsis to one tiny little instrumentation choice than there are in some entire songs. In fact, a lot of entire songs that come out these days, these mass-produced for stream numbers, quick beats, tight beats, and then chuck some shit lyrics over it. This is what he doesn't. Listen, music doesn't need to take 5 years, but sometimes it does. That one.
Moonlight hits your skin.
That little open hi-hat there.
Save me as it sings. Automatic self-protection. Airbags in my head. Waves will catch you. Life will catch you. Love will catch you. Spirit can catch you.
That kick drum is so thick.
Flash will catch you. Waves will catch you. Life will catch you. Love will catch you. Spirit can catch you. Faith will catch you. Friends will catch you. Time will catch you. Flash will catch you. Just like Jonathan Livingston, seagull. Try catch the clouds in the free fall. I was caught by the wings of my people.
It's really interesting. So there's a song, track 6, called Jonathan L. Seagull, and there mentions Jonathan Livingston Seagull again. Now, I read and studied that book when I was about 12, I think, at school. I can't really remember it. I haven't really thought about it since then, but if that is going to be a continuing theme in this album, well, it's already a theme in this album because he's mentioned it in this song and there's literally a song named after it. Obviously, a much more impactful book than I realised when I was 12 studying it in my English lessons. I say studying it. We had to read it and do an essay. I can't remember, at school. Is that what this whole album is about? Do I need to do a little bit of research to continue into it? Do you know what that book is? Is it still studied in school in England like it was? Jesus Christ. I mean, we're talking the 90s. 94? Oh my God. That was a long time ago. Yeah, Jonathan Livingston Seagull. Represent. Why are we studying this when we're fucking 12 years old? Or maybe even 11. I think it might have been in year 7, which is the first year of secondary school here in the UK. My kid is older than that now. My eldest, he's in year 8. And he doesn't understand these themes. Right, check this out. This is a book, to me, that it was about a seagull. ChatGPT, my friend, asked it for a quick synopsis and some of the themes. We're just going to go into it very briefly. Jonathan Livingston Seagull, written by Richard Bach, and first published in 1970, is a fable using the story of a unique seagull to explore themes of self-perfection, the nature of existence, and a pursuit of higher understanding. All right? 11-year-olds aren't ready for that shit. There's more in here in the ChatGPT. I won't go into it. But yeah, that might be an accompanying book to go and read, or at least get in your ChatGPT and get your synopsis going on. Listen, the rain's starting to pour. We are late October here in England, but feels apt.
Madness, sitting by traffic, outside in London, just waiting for you. Talk about crimes, government lies like ain't nothing new. Had you trembling by the roadside on the north side. Talk about glow, dancing, come close. Hold me so much so we need to break in Wahala. Break like a comma, breaking, chasing the dollar. I wanna feel your love like summer, I wanna feel your love like Donna. Pink hair, salmon, heartbeat like elephant. Dancing, come close. Hold me so much so we both let go. Glancing, you know I love you though. Sinking in how you feel. Sinking in how you feel. Thinking how much you've changed. Thinking how much you swimming in.
Fuck. Oh my God.
Rivals memories. We were two birds flying away from each other, looking to recover.
Oh my God. That is fucking musical perfection. The feelings that song, that piece of music, that composition fucking conjured within me. It was like living out a montage in an amazing film, visually striking. As a English person, I'm not from London, but I spent many days, hours, weeks in London, and just, I was picturing the streets, picturing the apartment we're talking about, musically so meticulously crafted, mathematically crafted. This album, it's mathematically crafted to create emotion. That's a real thing in music, of course. Fucking marvelous shit. Like, that was just unbelievably good. The elements of what make Radiohead incredible are here. And I'm just talking about, that sort of meticulous precision that generates a sort of visceral, limbic, emotional response in us as human beings. It doesn't sound like Radiohead, but it's something similar going on there. Lyrically, the songwriting, the fact that, 2/3 of the way and just about everything changes and the drums kick in. He has that high bit with his vocals. Fucking hell. We're talking about serious person in Sampha. We knew this already, but is this this is the opposite of disappointing so far. This even sounds like the first track on Kid A, the keys.
Lifted from above, I was in and out, but drowning more and more. Sipping on red wine, I spilled it on the floor. Then I found myself all washed up by the shore. Artificial light, a glowing phone. Then we were still unsure. Stumbling on this photo, I really do. J'adore, living in the skies. We step onto the moon in Italy, in flowers where we walk, where the sun shines, the end of tint, of course we're suspended. I've been lifted by her love, I felt lifted from above. Suspended. I felt lifted.
Fucking sun's come out as well.
Still a mystery, the feelings I ignore, like running from what I've been looking for. Reality that falls when you ask me if I love you, I'm suspended. I've been above, suspended. I've been lifted by her love.
So much going on in this song. It's rare to listen to something for the first time and you feel like you've heard so much of it before. It feels like it's existed in my life before and I don't know why, and I think it's connecting at a deeper level. 2, thinking I've already I'm not even scratching the surface of this. I'm not even scratching the surface of how deep this connection is going to go. Unless the album shits the bed for the rest of it, but it's just not going to. It's just not going to. The way some of these slight little melodic changes are going to hit on the 10th, 12th, 20th listens. How these songs are going to intertwine with your life and your being. When you barely scratch the surface of an album on that first listen, you know there's depth there. Quite often, that also means that you're not really connecting with it yet, but you know that you're going to down the road. No, this is hitting me straight away, number 1 as well. First listen, everything all at once. And not that fucking overrated movie.
Looking through the telescope, will I get a visit? Looking at my phone stock, going through the images, looking in the mirror. I can see a limit, I can see a body, I can feel a difference. A thing called time, yeah, I track it with the digits. But I'm carried by a spirit, then I'm back looking in it through the eyes of my child. I can see it in a vision through the eyes of my child. I can see you in my vision through the eyes of my child. I can see it in a vision through the eyes of my child. I can see you in my vision.
Just kind of an interlude there, but still beautiful. Very thematically similar to the rest of the album, but it just feels like every single piece, every single atom of this album has been so deliberately crafted. And you have to admire that. I don't need everything to be like that because some people need to be more prolific. I'm probably the type of person that needs to be more prolific. I'm probably an example of not a perfectionist. And if I ever did fall into that trap, I'd actually get nothing done, which is why I haven't started a bunch of the projects that I want to. We're all the same in that respect. I'm just fortunate that I've had the drive to start some of the projects, and here we are. But it's funny that this came out at the same day as a new, extremely highly rated, and I've not played it yet, Mario game. Because I always talk about how meticulously crafted the great Nintendo works are. They call it the Kyoto craftsmanship. Now, Nintendo is from Kyoto in Japan, but that line, that concept goes all the way back to the swordsmiths from Kyoto back in the sort of feudal Japan days. And how their commitment to craftsmanship, they produce the best swords, the best katanas. And that is actually translated through to the games, the great games, the truly great games of Nintendo. Now, obviously, Mario, you'd say maybe it's a kid's game or whatever, but if you actually are into video game design, the meticulous craftsmanship of their best work reminds me of the meticulous craftsmanship that you're seeing here in this Sampha record. And that takes time. It takes years to produce a work this meticulous, this well crafted, and so many people will fall into. It's funny that it talks about perfectionism and all this stuff in the Jonathan Livingston Seagull, which is what this next song is called, because this is clearly something that Sampha, I'm sure, is as a perfectionist, I'm sure, but something he probably suffers with as well, because there's not many perfectionists out there just living a chilled, easy life. You know, it's fucking difficult, especially when you're out there basically working on your own.
Doesn't always mean we feel the same. You and not me, and that's okay. Seasons come, seasons cry.
Couldn't stop what those blues you articulate. I've been acting like your actions are from outer space.
Fuck off, Sampha. Fuck off, mate.
What's been laid?
Disco strings?
We both know we've lost and we've been. Catch up, or will you just race away?
Hold on, did that new Scorsese movie come out on Friday as well? What the hell? October the 20th, 2023. What the fuck? No, I ain't seen that yet, but...
Even though we've been through the same, doesn't always mean we feel the same. Doesn't always mean we heal the same. Ever far, ever far.
Hold on. Just doing a quick bit of Googling, I don't think that is a direct lyric from a different song or a direct part of a different song, although I feel like I heard it before when I was younger. But doing a quick bit of Googling, Neil Diamond did a whole record about Jonathan Livingston Seagull based on a film. Listen, I'm trying to research and listen to this album at the same time, but that's something to dive into.
Things can get sour and strained in the portrait of a lover's game.
We just need a little moment to just talk about Sampha's voice, which is just otherworldly. Ethereal but beautiful, full of soul, again, musically perfect. Note perfect, but so unique as well. One of those rare singers that you can just hear a single note from if he's featuring on someone else's song, whether it's a Kendrick or Drake or whoever it is, and know exactly who it is straight away.
And when we shout so loud, abusive words, when skeletons came pouring out, how about we fly towards the source again? Let's switch from cold to warm again.
Again, you got the theme of bird migration here. But everything, there's a through line about a relationship here, obviously. Sometimes literal, sometimes figurative. And also, I believe, a through line about his own quest for sort of higher existence and sort of higher craftsmanship in his art, I believe. That's another theme of this album. But just as a pure listening experience, absolutely joyous.
How about we fly towards the source again? Let's switch from cold to warm again.
Only was released as a single. I think I listened to it once. Or did I?
Still here.
I don't think
only
I did
God
listen to
knows
this.
why. Still here. Only God knows why. Dreams of a beach with a house behind. Deep thought on the speed of life. Sun's in perfect reach each time. Fingers in my ears. I was not trying to hear. I'm moving on. Faith and faith. Only desires crush me numb. I would chase and then take a mic and press record and speak the truth. Only you. Only need to save my soul. I question your priorities. Isn't in this boat. Wired to a system, born into a code. Has a way of keeping self-esteem on the low. Betting on myself, like how wise is this whole? Run like it's just here to disown me. Only you. Only.
Le temps n'existe pas. Une machine à remonter le temps.
Don't care if my mind keeps saying. Don't care if my heart keeps saying. Don't care if my brain keeps saying. But don't care if my veins keep saying. No, I But then it all gets. Still look in the mirror like I found a twin. Spirit, I've been trying to do some summoning. Like why you summon her, then you summon him. Time machine I built has been stuttering. Foolish endeavors, but I don't care if my mind keeps saying. No, I don't care if my veins keep saying. When there's something truck, been traveling through Saturn rings. Prayer, I've been trying to do some practicing. Fear of your future developments, yeah, based on your past life experience.
I was looking for it. I swear I found it. I swear.
Can't go back, we can fast slow. Can't go back, we can fast slow. Can't go back, we can fast slow.
Okay, we're going to have a conversation at the end of this year. Because, not that I had my album of the year wrapped. I didn't at all. I was going to have to seriously sit down and think about it, like I do every year. Sometimes, though, there's a clear leader, and that hasn't been the case this year. But as we approach the sort of back end of the year, with, you know, this and Danny Brown, I think, were the only potentials to come in and really shake things up, and we're going to have a conversation. 4 tracks to go. I don't think I've heard anything this year on this level.
Of seeing things, making me believe in things. Without the evidence, your evidence that there's the feeling. Wake in the morning and I stare at you, dreaming.
This is the only track so far on the album that I feel like I'm not really connecting with on first listen. Feels like this one might be a grower. It's not even a slight on the record or the song. It's just the rest of it's been so marvellous. Yet, every single song has had some sort of twist or trick or element. Around 2/3 of the way through. Fibonacci sequencing, maybe?
Searching and reading the writings for evidence of meaning. When the cruelty screaming won't subside, and the same thing inside. I can get stuck in perfection. I can get lost in directions. I can be gone in a second.
Fire now.
Yeah, in a second. Sorry, I lost the connection.
Well, 3 tracks to go, but a perfect record about being stuck in perfection. Striving for perfection, striving for higher existence.
If you could gift my feelings language, speech is necessary magic sometimes. If you could make all the, if you could make the what if, just fly away for a minute. Bring up my bad habits, swan matches and smoke dancing on the window pane. Expand on that. It's interesting. What else do you remember? I remember thinking until my thoughts got damaged. Wishful thinking games, wait till the stars align. Is it 'cause memories break? Why I feel lost in time? Is it 'cause I've made mistakes? Karma taking flight. Make the what if, just fly away for a minute.
Quiet storms whirling on what you're not. I'll help you find a way out. Easily swayed. You're not cautious enough. Who made you this way?
Flawless track. Incredible.
The camera. Everybody gather round. Circuit gremlins who have me fade to ghost. Inclination compass. I found this stretch of coast. Golden waters. Twilight zones. It's been a long since we seen time. It's been a long big time. It's been a long been hard time. It's been a long to call time. Smiling in small.
absolutely magnificent album. Absolutely magnificent record from Sampha. I am awestruck by what I've just listened to from an artist that, you know, I always thought was absolutely incredible, that lended depth and texture to every single thing he's ever been a part of, and whose previous album Process is an all-timer. To come back with this, which obviously has sonic overlaps with Process, but ultimately does sound quite different for the most part, to have something so meticulously, precisely constructed, yet deeply emotionally resonant, to have something that connects on a first listen, but also makes you feel like you've barely scratched the surface at all with it. I feel like there's 10, 20 listens in there to something that I personally have found inspiring, just from a craftsmanship point of view, as life-affirming, and yet I can barely remember any of it. That's the maddest thing. What a fucking artist. What an album. I rarely talk at the end of these because it affects my watch time. And ultimately, that does matter on YouTube. But you know what else matters? Actually having a bit of a conversation about your feelings, about how an album hit you at the end after you've listened to it for the first time. Sometimes I honestly just want to switch off the camera because I'm done fucking listening to it. That actually happens quite a lot, if I'm being real with you. But this time, I just wanted to sit with my feelings and with you for a minute. Sampha, LAHAI. I don't know what that means. I looked it up during the reaction, ChatGPT, shout out GPT. It didn't tell me. Maybe there's an interview out there what that word means, but the Jonathan Livingston Seagull through line, I feel like me rereading that book at 41 instead of 11 is going to be a real moment. I feel like this is the album that I needed. A bunch of stuff has happened to me in the last week or so. Just a little side quest, a little trip that I feel like I needed for a bunch of reasons. Anxiety combating reasons, routine shattering reasons. Just a little trip away across to France with the family. Then listening to this. Then the games that came out, and I haven't even touched Mario yet. The new Scorsese movie coming out. Everything seems to be pointing towards October the 20th as an extremely significant day for me going forward. And this might be the pinnacle of all of it. Unbelievably brilliant. I'm thrilled. I see that he's touring. Currently not in England, which is very disappointing. But make sure you can get to a show. Definitely if you can. And I think he's doing some shows with Daniel Caesar. Oh! I mean, you're in for a treat if you get to one of those ones. Sampha, a national treasure, a global treasure. And I can only thank you for producing this work. It sounds like it was a bit of a struggle, but worth it in the end. Magnificent. Let me know your thoughts about the album down in the comments. Let everybody know your thoughts on the album down in the comments. Everybody else is reading them as well. And I will see you, excited to see you on the next video. All right, peace.
Let's get scratching.